MAGA is now planting the idea that it was Biden who destroyed the Epstein files, because this is obviously very catastrophic. It's the only thing, literally the only thing that has caused the base to give a single shit. How many videos have I seen of people saying, fuck MAGA, and they're like burning or tearing up or throwing in the garbage their MAGA gear and their Trump gear? So they're seeing this and they're like, oh shit, what do we do? Maybe it wasn't the right play to go on television and act like you guys are still talking, well, not even act like it, actually say, you guys are still talking about Epstein? Who gives a shit? We have so many other things going on. Who cares about that creep? The creep that called you his best friend? That guy? So anyway, now they're trying to say that it was Biden who destroyed it. Well then, why did Pam say it was on her desk? Was she lying then? Or are you guys lying now? Why did you say that you've seen the list? Why did you say that you were going to release it? Were you lying then? Or are you lying now? Why'd your boy Elon say that he's seen the list and you're on it? Are you all just fucking liars? I mean, yeah, I know the answer to that. But the problem with this is that it's the cognitive dissonance of it all. They're using it to their advantage. They know that there's so many of their base who are just desperately looking for a single thing that they could point to that doesn't make their dear leader a liar, so that they can continue on with the identity that they've carved out for themselves over the last almost 10 years, right, of being Trumpers, right? So if you just give them one thing that they could latch on to, that's going to be enough, even if it's not verified. All they need is a little rumor. All they need is one guy to show up on one television network and say, well, it was Biden that destroyed it. And then they're all going to be like, it was Biden who did it. It was Biden who did it. And they won't think critically enough to consider the fact that, wait a second, Pam Bondi said it was on her fucking desk. They fabricated these stupid binders, invited a bunch of influencers over to the White House, shoved them in their faces and shuffled them out of the fucking White House so that they can be seen photographing it before they ever took a look at it. Why'd you do that? To 6 months later say it was destroyed. Well, then why'd you do that? They won't think about that. They'll just be like, Biden destroyed it. You guys are stupid. You have no idea Biden did it. The lists were on Hunter's laptop. This was a miscalculation. I think that they were planning to destroy this list forever. I watched a clip last night of Trump giving an interview during the election season. And they were like, are you going to release the JFK files? Yes. Are you going to release this other file? Yes. Are you going to release the Epstein files? Well, maybe that one less so, because you don't want to ruin anyone's life based on insinuations. Because he knows he's on the fucking list. He knows he's on the fucking list. And this is the one thing that his base is, I mean, this is the one thing. And so, and he knows that. He knows that. So he made a huge miscalculation. They all did. I think that this is the real reason why, because let's be real, he's very self-interested. This is a narcissist we're talking about. I think this is the real reason why they have ramped up what they're doing with ICE. I think they calculated in their heads. All right, we've got a bunch of people who fancy themselves, champions of the children. They all really have their pitchforks out for the child molesters. But I think they hate immigrants just as much, if not more. So let's make the ICE budget $140 billion, something no one's ever seen before. We'll raise it from $3.5 billion to $150 billion. That'll make them happy, right? And then we'll let them see some terrible shit on their television screens every night of immigrants being tackled to the ground at their workplaces, inside of a Walmart, in the hospitals, at doctor's appointments, in courtrooms. Let them, alligator Alcatraz, let them fantasize about the idea that they're going to get to watch alligators eating Hispanic people, right? They thought that that was going to pacify the base, which is why during that press conference the other day, when they asked about Epstein, he interrupted Pam before she could answer and said, wait. Are we still talking about this? We've got we've got Texas going on. We've got the immigration shit going on. And you still want to talk about this creep? The creep that called you his best friend, again. That was him shocked. That was him thinking that he had manufactured enough distraction to pacify his base with enough horrible, fucking atrocious shit. And he is shocked that his base is still into it. He is shocked that his base still cares about Epstein. This was a miscalculation. And so now they've got to plant a story. Biden destroyed it. It wasn't me. And the ones who will not be able to separate themselves from the identity that they've carved out are going to latch on to it. And they're going to be like, it was Biden. Prove that it wasn't Biden. It works every time.